Was being a male concubine worth it? Let's find out. As mentioned, having concubines in ancient times was not unusual. It was often seen as the hallmark of a man's power, authority, and control over others. To keep concubines was not merely a personal choice, it was a public statement of status. In ancient Greece, relationships with concubines had little to do with love, affection, or mutual understanding. It was about power dynamics. The Greeks prized dominance and viewed the submissive role with disdain. Thus, for a man to keep concubines, even while married, was not shameful. As long as the man retained the dominant position in the relationship, society turned a blind eye. This is where the male concubine enters the picture, but not as an equal. These relationships were often between an older man and a much younger boy, frequently pre-adolescent or just entering puberty. The older male was the Erastes, the dominant, experienced mentor. The boy, referred to as a catamite or eromenos, was the submissive, the learner, and often, heartbreakingly, the victim. This entire structure formed the practice of pederasty, a widespread and controversial institution in ancient Greece. While some scholars of the time praised it as a form of intellectual and moral mentorship, others condemned it as outright exploitation masked by philosophy. At its core, pederasty was often transactional. The elder offered education, status, or gifts in exchange for sexual access. In some city-states, like Sparta, these arrangements were institutionalized and even celebrated. Boys were essentially handed over to older men to be guided, a term that too often blurred into manipulation and abuse. And yet, societal opinions varied. While such practices were embraced in certain places, other regions like Athens began pushing back. Laws were drafted to protect freeborn boys from overt sexual exploitation, but even these laws had glaring loopholes. For instance, adult male-to-male penetration was banned in Athens to preserve dignity, but penetrating a boy